If you're in the middle of a Texas divorce or custody case and someone involved has a history of domestic violence or substance abuse, you're going to have to proceed with caution. Everybody, you as the person involved in the case, the judge, your lawyers. And I think that the way to think about this is how severe were the issues and how recent were the issues. And then the more severe and the more recent, the more it's going to come into play in your case. Let's say 10 years ago, you try to commit suicide. So like pretty severe, but kind of a long time ago. It may just be one factor. You're like in your divorce, like, hey, judge, that was 10 years ago. And what they're going to look for is your subsequent measures to keep yourself and your children safe. So if I was your lawyer and something like that come up, what I would say is like, okay, judge, that was 10 years ago. And since then, Mr. Smith has been under the care of this psychiatrist, taking these medications, has this safety plan in place, goes to this therapist every other week. So I'm proving to the judge you've got some guardrails set up so that this child will be safe with you. Then it's going to be about like, how bad was it? Were the children involved and how long ago? So say it was a year ago and you were drunk and you got a DWI and the kids were in the car. Ooh, it's pretty sticky. But a year, again, your lawyer's going to try to show you enrolled in AA. Maybe you did some outpatient rehab and you've committed to being completely sober and you haven't had a drop to drink since that one night and you're real sorry. They may put in some other guardrails during the divorce, like sober link, or we have to go do some sort of testing or blow before you're able to be with the kids. But the way to think about it is Texas courts want both parents involved. And just because you made a mistake a few years ago, they're not necessarily going to hold that against you forever, especially if you're trying to get better. Just think about in terms of how bad was it and how recent was it, and then work with a lawyer to put together your strategy and the guardrails you need to put in place to convince a judge that those issues are mitigated. You don't have substance abuse issues anymore or domestic violence issues anymore, and they can trust you with your children.